What's good, everybody? My name is Dee, and welcome back to Grown Up, where you already know what we do. We talk about grown up shit, and I sprinkle a little bit of music on top of it. And by music, I mean independent music. And today, of course, is the Naturally on a Wave interview, and I have a brand new artist joining me today. Thank you so much for reaching back out to me and scheduling this. It's super dope to have you here. So go ahead, introduce yourself, say your name, where you're from, the genre of music you do, and how long you've been doing music.
Real name Martin, but my artist name is Lucias Ambrose. I'm from St. Louis, born and raised in the area. I actually make 80s prog rock. No, I might rap. You know, I'm a rapper just like everybody and their mama nowadays.
Got you.
And I've been doing it for really I've been releasing music. It just really started this year for real.
Yeah.
But I've been busy. I've been busy. It's just, I just saw the opportunity to make something that was like bigger than myself.
Yes.
To dedicate myself to that, and I think I'm here.
I definitely am going to get into that a little bit later, but yes, I definitely understand what you're saying. So welcome to the Grown Up Podcast. Welcome to the Natural on a Wave segment. Of course, I featured your music, and I have to go back and check myself because, I do so much and I'm always running around. So I have to keep checking back on what episodes that I feature music and things like that. So y'all just have to bear with me. Okay. So anyways, his music was featured on the I'm Finally Taking a Trip episode. So if you guys haven't checked that episode out, please go check that one out. And of course, listen until the end and you can catch his music. So let's get right into the interview, shall we? So describe the first time that you discovered music, maybe who introduced you to it, and then was it something that you clicked with right away, something you knew that you were going to pursue, or was there something else always presenting itself?
For real, I've been rapping since N.O.W. I had a deal at 4 years old. I'm joking.
This guy, you're full of jokes today.
But honestly, discovering music, my family is really musically driven, though I'm the only musician that I know. Actually, I take that back. My sister, she's a drummer, and she actually used to rap with Trick Daddy and Trina.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird. She ain't never did nothing super big or nothing, but she was affiliated with them when cause she's from Florida.
Wow.
So, but
okay.
My dad, my mom, nobody knew, nobody had any musical talent, but essentially they always had music playing.
Yeah.
Essentially in the car, it was always N.W.A. It was always Outkast. It was always Jodeci. It was
all the good stuff.
It was always, the Gap Band, shit like that. I've always been around it, but honestly, my real introduction to rap music, it was probably when I was 13. Cause I had a homie, we used to go to the skating rink a lot, just in
dope.
We used to just go to the skating rink and just hang out, and he used to be this big YouTube rapper, he used to just freestyle off the top of his head and shit. And I was damn, that's super cool. So then I just started doing my due diligence, and then that's when I found Mac Miller and Charles Gambino and
more good ones.
That's Kendrick. That's Kendrick before, good.
Yeah, man.
So, that whole blog era, really, inspired my way, Logic and shit like that.
Yes.
I really, that's when I really started listening to it, and I ain't looked back ever since. I remember I used to hate rap. I used to be one of the motherfuckers. I used to just listen to punk all the time. And then, I just moved on and, started to appreciate it, and then I found myself doing it.
Yeah. I understand that. I used to listen to a lot of, alternative rock music, I guess. So, and then I just gradually moved to rap, R&B, hip hop, So yeah, we changed, but we still go back to it. But yeah, I understand that. So that's super dope. So, can you remember the first song that you heard, and what was it about that song that you got interested in music, or that particular song or artist or person?
Now, the first song that I heard that I probably would say, or at least my parents would probably say, it was probably what is that? Still Fly by the Big Timers.
Okay.
To be my jam.
Okay.
Like when I was like a child, like
yeah,
hey, yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
all that shit was like everything to me for whatever reason. That Cash Money Way, that 400 Degrees shit.
Hell yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know why, I just gravitated to that, and like it fell off eventually. Like I don't know how, but like I found my way back to it.
We always find our way back. Yeah, for sure. That's a great song to pick. That's a dope song for sure. So you said you are in St. Louis, Missouri. What is the music atmosphere like out there? Like, have you collabed with a lot of other artists, or what is kind of the music? Are there more rappers or singers, or what is it like out there?
Well, I've been living on the ill side for a little bit now, but which is the Illinois side. That's just what we call it. But essentially, like the sound, there's not really a distinct sound. Like we've had like our little waves, but honestly they've been like remnants of like other folks' waves. So like essentially, like I know like this guy Cody James, he's been blowing up in the area, and he really is kind of more reminiscent of that like that popular Mac Miller-ish sound. We got some folks that are making some more, I don't want to say Griselda, but more in that Freddie Gibbs lane of music, Okay. Nobody really, I guess, with a super distinct sound other than myself.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. We all got our idiosyncrasies, but like we honestly, since N.O.W, we haven't been able to carve out that sound, but we working on it,
Yeah, for sure.
I've been able to talk to a lot of artists. We've been able to kind of collaborate and try to figure things out as far as like how we can individualize ourselves and make a safe, create ourselves as a staple in the country.
Yeah, definitely. That's dope. That's really, really dope. So we're about to come up on talking about your project that's out. But before I get to the project, I want to know, how was your producing process, one, with this project, two, in general, and then where do you find inspiration, at least for this project? Wow. As you can tell, I was just listening to it again, first of all, because that's not the first time I've listened to it. So your project was super dope. I really, really loved it. So let me be quiet so you can remember the question I asked you.
So it's essentially about my like creative process, like how I like kind of made it and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So essentially, this one was a little bit less. It was a little bit less focused as far as like coming up with a singular theme. So essentially, I was just feeling the vibe. Like I was just looking at the world around me and just trying to come up with something that was that spoke to different issues that really also encapsulated some stuff that I was going through at the time and stuff that I was seeing. So really, it's just like in this specific instance, like I just fed off of different energy and just kind of listened to what the universe was giving me, and I just kind of put it out and let it go. So a lot of it is just feeling. A lot of it is just taking in what's around, taking in the environment, the atmosphere, and just letting it go.
That's dope. That's really dope. So I got like a conscious rap vibe like from your project. So have you always considered yourself kind of a conscious rapper when it came to making your music, or was this project just, as you said, something that was flowing out and it kind of became conscious rap?
Honestly, I guess I would consider myself a strip club conscious rapper. So, essentially, like,
please explain.
Right. So essentially, like, I do have a whole bunch of joints that are like super just about like society and like my truth in the Black folks, like, because that's really what I wanted to talk about, was like stuff that Black folks was going through.
Yep.
Black folks like to go to strip club too. So like I got some joints like in the works right now, that kind of
okay.
That kind of open up that side of things.
Got you.
I got a previous project where I got a song on there that's a little bit bouncier. That's more in the direction of the stuff that I'm about to go into.
So you have a balance.
Yeah. I'm trying to create a balance. I'm trying to create a good equilibrium Because people kind of focus on one or the other, but that doesn't reach everybody. Like my favorite artist was folks that reach people like Steve. The folks that like had that good mix of that conscious and that's still something that people can vibe with. So
for sure,
I'm creating this St. Louis strip club conscious way.
Okay, all right. That's different. And you know what? Different is what gets the people's attention. Okay. That's what gets the people's attention, not following, everything else. So I definitely like your stripper conscious wave that you have going on. You named a few artists already that have inspired you. What other artists have really inspired your music journey?
Honestly, I would say Morrissey inspired my musical journey a lot, like the Smiths in general, like The Queen is Dead, like Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Like I really don't know where I would be like without Pet Sounds, like the Smile Sessions, like generally. Like I really influenced a lot by Logic, like a lot by really honestly that wave like in 2012 to like 2015 where motherfuckers was really just doing that boom bap shit, like that shit really, like hit me. Kendrick, Lupe, like shit like that.
Yeah.
It really all of that is like an amalgamation, like a hodgepodge of shit.
Okay. Nice. That's a good variety. Yeah, and I definitely feel those waves that you were feeling. So do you have any collaborations that you have hopes for? That it could be mainstream or independent, either or.
To be honest, as far as like a collaboration is concerned, like really a lot of it focuses on my idols. Like I really want to make songs with Drake. And but see, the thing is like I don't want to make a song with just like on some like regular Drake shit. Like I'm trying to get Drake on some boom bap shit. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I really want to get him on some like some real like shit that he was about to be doing with Ninth Wonder type shit, like that type of stuff. Like,
okay.
I also like this guy Ruben Vincent. I don't know if you heard of him.
I haven't.
He's actually on Jamla. He he worked with Ninth Wonder in rap. So he's really dope. So I'd really like to work with him as well one of these days. There's a lot, honestly, like there's a lot of like mainstream cats that I like to work with, but mostly it's just like folks on the underground. Like there's like Freddie Gibbs.
I've heard him.
I really want to work with them.
Yeah, for sure. I had another artist that I interviewed on here. He said Drake too. So, and we tagged him on a post. So we can tag him again, and hopefully we're gonna get his attention. He's gonna collab with one of y'all. Okay, I'm just here to put y'all on. All right. So we'll tag him, and we'll see. You never know. We're putting it out into the universe.
That would change my life.
Man,
it's gonna happen one day.
I'm telling you. We just keep putting in the effort, man. I'm telling you, put it out there in the universe, will catch it and say, here you go, So
then we're gonna tag you in there.
Yeah, for sure. So my podcast is about talking about struggles, obstacles in life in general. So has there been any obstacles that you've had to face, within your music journey? And what helped you get through those obstacles?
Honestly, there were periods of like me questioning myself, like certainly, like I think it's really easy to kind of get caught up in the bravado of music, especially in rap music, and like the machismo and like everything's fine, we're doing so great, but like, they don't really. It's very hard to kind of admit the fact that like it's not that way at all. Like I mean, like really at all. Like people are just regular people, and like I've certainly had my doubts with like, damn, is this song good enough? Like, are people gonna vibe with this one, or like, am I gonna be able to get this show? Like, am I gonna be able to, am I gonna be able to really like reach the level that I really want to reach? But honestly, at the end of the day, it's like I just kind of sit down, just kind of get in tune, like get in touch with my ancestors' energy. Like it's crazy.
No, hey, that you're literally not the first person I've heard about it. So yeah, for sure.
I get in touch with the universe, and I just kind of let these things just kind of give me the confidence in order to continue on. So like that's shit. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's really dope. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to, you know, do my little zen, but it's difficult because I'm always on the go, so I don't have time to really slow down. But it's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe I'll have to talk to my ancestors too. So, has anyone ever told you to not do music, or that you just have to pick something else because it's not making money, or whatever the case may be? Because that's usually the first argument.
To be honest, like I never really did music without like a 9-to-5 gig. So the thing is like I never really got that, and like I mean I've never heard that I'm not good. So I'll be for real with you.
Hey, keep it a bug.
So like for real, like I haven't really gotten that yet. It's just I'm just kind of working towards it, and it's
for sure.
I'm on my BFB Pac-Man wave. I'm just clocking in and clocking out.
Man.
One day there's gonna be a day where I clock out. And
Sir, yes, dude, you have no idea. Same. Like today's my last day of work. I had to put off, to take my trip, but like that's what I'm doing. I do 9 to 5, this podcasting, and one day, like you said, when I clock out, that's gonna be it, and I'm out. And this is what I'm gonna be doing. So I completely get you. So where do you see your music going? Where do you want to take it in the future? Of course, you said you want to collab with Drake, hopefully. But as, progressing in your sound, where do you want to go?
Honestly, like, I really want to make some different stuff. Like, I mean, like, that sounds very general. Let me elaborate.
Just a little bit.
But essentially, like, I've been really recently I've been really thinking about like what like I would really want my first major album to be like. So if I ever got signed to Interscope, or if I ever got signed to like Def Jam, excuse me, like if I ever got signed to any major label, like I kind of been thinking like, wow, like what would I want to do? So like I kind of started listening to some music, and then I started kind of thinking, blending ideas in my head, like wow, like it'd be really cool to blend like some Kanye kind of soul shit with some like Beatles shit. Kind of cool to blend some of that like a Jay Dilla or Nujabes type shit. Some like Beach Boys kind of vibe. Like it would be cool to like mix like all of that shit together and make this beautiful like music baby. Like
for sure.
So honestly, like I've actually started making beats. Like I've actually getting into different forms of like deep artistry, like trying to like gather my skills together in order to create that in the future. I know it's coming. I just have to be ready for it when the time comes. So
definitely.
Myself. And then eventually there's gonna be a couple of them they're gonna say it's classic. I just take some time.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Well, I wish you the best, and I know that everything that you put out into the universe, all of you artists that I interview, everything that you say at the end of these episodes, it's going to come back to you. The blessings are right there, and like you said, as long as you keep working hard and prepare yourself for when it comes, you'll be prepared. So thank you so much for coming onto my show, and thank you for reaching back out to me. I really appreciate it. Do you have any final words you want to say? Anything you want to leave with the audience? And then, of course, personal shout outs if you want as well, your social medias and where they can stream your music.
First and foremost, I just want to say, continue being yourself. Like, it's very easy in today's day and age to feel like you have to wrap yourself up into something that's not you. It's really easy to feel that you have to conform. But if anything, life has taught me is that the folks that really like push themselves out of their comfort zone and have the ability to experiment and try different things, they are the ones that end up the most successful. It's gonna be hard, but you have to push through, and you have to make it, you're gonna make it work for yourself. But honestly, if I could say anything, should stream the fuck out my music. It's at Lucias Ambrose on Twitter. No, it's at Lucias Ambrose on Instagram, at Lou Ambrose 618 on Twitter. And then on SoundCloud, Lucias Ambrose. I'm on Spotify, Tidal, all of them streaming platforms. I got my music there. So yeah, just check me out, and there's gonna be some great stuff coming, music videos, all that. Just stay tuned, and I got you.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on to the Grown Up Podcast. I really appreciate it. You guys go and follow him on his social medias. And like he said, go and stream his music, go check it out and keep up with him. Obviously, like I said, on his social medias. And again, thank you. And that's it. We're out of here. This is the Grown Up Podcast. It's Lucias Ambrose. It's Naturally on the Wave. Stay safe, be kind, and we out. What's good, guys? I hope you enjoyed that interview with Lucias Ambrose. Again, please go and follow him on his social medias. His links will be in the description. And of course, like he said, go and stream his music. Please, please, please. He's a really cool guy. He's working hard like all these other independent people out here. And we have to show love to each other. So again, you guys, for me, remember to hit that subscribe button for me. Follow me on my social medias on IG at famousd_95, on Twitter at famousd_95. And please go and like my Facebook page at Grown Up Podcast. I appreciate you guys. It's Naturally on the Wave. See ya.